The man of God gives her a directive, says, tell your sons, go, borrow vessels. Don't just get a few. Don't get a few. Get as many as you can. And they went knocking on doors, borrowing empty vessels everywhere. And they brought them all to this widow woman's house. Y'all need to catch a hold of this, because somebody saying, it doesn't make sense to me. You know what? When God gets ready to work a miracle for you, when God gets ready to turn your situation around, it won't make sense to you. God will do things that will confound you. You'll do things that will blow your mind. You'll do things that will have you scratching your head. Lord help me. That's why we call him amazing. Lord help me. That's why we call him wonderful. But because he does things that leave us, Lord help me, full of wonder, wondering how he did it, wondering how he worked it out, wondering how he turned it around, wondering how he fixed it. He's wonderful. Help your neighbor and say, he's wonderful. Hear now, the sons go and borrow empty vessels, and they bring a bunch of empty vessels. Who ever heard of getting a miracle with a bunch of empty vessels? But God will have you doing some things that make people look at you a little strange. Oh God, help your neighbor say, I'm getting ready for my miracle. They want to know why you gathered all those empty vessels. They want to know why you're knocking on your neighbor's door trying to get those. Listen, baby, tell your neighbor, I'm getting ready for my miracle. Yes, I'm just crazy enough to do what God tells me to do. I got enough faith in God to know that he takes what I call the ridiculous to work the miraculous. In other words, it looks ridiculous to everybody else, but God is setting me up for a miracle. He takes the ridiculous to work the miraculous. If you walk with God and be willing to do the ridiculous, God will work the miraculous. So they bring the empty vessels into the house. And now I know some of y'all a little smarter, a little sharper than I am when it comes to math. Math was not my best subject. Weights and volumes, that wasn't. Listen, I was all right, I passed, but Lord help me, some of y'all real quick with figures. Yes, you are. Yeah, and when you look at a little pot in a widow woman's hands, and you see a bunch of empty vessels all over the house, it does not compute that a little bit of oil in a little pot, Lord help me, can fill all those empty vessels. In fact, when you deal with weights and measures, it's what we call volume. You know that this little pot can't fill one big pot, much less a house full of empty pots. But God is still a miracle working God. Help your neighbor and say, he's still working miracles. Baby, to get out of your situation, it's going to take a miracle. If you're waiting on the politicians to do it, maybe you may as well turn on to God, because they're not going to fix this for you. They're not going to turn your situation around. They're not going to work your situation out. Look at somebody and say, only Jesus. I wish I had some believers in here tonight. So the Bible says that this woman takes this little pot of oil and she begins to pour out into all of these bigger pots, and she fills the first pot, she fills the second pot, she fills pot after pot. You know, every time they fill a pot, I believe there's a spirit of celebration in there some kind of way. Lord help me, when you see God working a miracle, sometimes the full weight of the miracle doesn't even hit you, doesn't even impact you until you look back. Lord help me. That's why we sing that song, How I Got Over. How I got over. Said my soul looks back and wonders how I made it over. You know you only make $300 or $400 a week, and you had about $4,000 or $5,000 worth of bills, and some kind of way, Lord help me, God got in your finances and started shaking stuff up, and before you knew it, what was a stack of bills, it's behind you now, and there you are with food in your cupboards, clothes on your back, a car to drive, gas in the tank. Lord, don't y'all get me started. I said God is a miracle working God. Oh, look at somebody Somebody say, yes, he is. So the Bible says she feels every part in the house, and she calls her son and says, all right, son, just when they got the thing going, she said, bring me another pot. And her son says, mama, there's not another empty vessel in the house. I wish I had somebody who understood the significance of that. In other words, I need you to prophesy to your neighbor and tell them all of my needs are met. Tell them all of my bills are paid. Come on, tell them I got more than enough. I dare you look on the other side and prophesy and tell your neighbor tell them all my needs are met. Tell them all my bills are paid. And I got more than enough. See, some of y'all couldn't say that, but the prophet, Lord help me, tells you to speak the thing before it comes to pass. We speak things which be not as though they already were. And so since some of y'all couldn't say it,